toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Jaguar defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Perry on the move to the right. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Carr changing the formation. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One down.
And now they'll shift things around.
Heavy, heavy. You're mine. Yes, sir.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side. Hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
Chill.
Shotgun now for Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Low, low, low.
Williams will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Blake Gooooo now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Gooooo to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. And here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the 1st quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at it 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go play action with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Lawrence changing the play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much. And
now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, 7:34.
Here's Carr to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. after the touchdown. Here's Gooooo to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. A short throw to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Real 23.
On first down, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it. There he goes, right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Carr going to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's great seeing that type of run from Etienne. And look, I know we couldn't consider him for Rookie of the Year last year, but it really was his rookie season since an injury cost him all of 2021. And he looked like a Rookie of the Year, 9th in the NFL with over 1,100 yards for a surging Jaguars offense.
Let's go.
Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Jones has it. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 75 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 17-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good, strong run by Williams. And who had him eclipsing the great Barry Sanders in 2022? He set a new Lions franchise record and led the NFL with 17 rushing touchdowns. Also had his first career 1,000-yard season and earned a nice free agent contract from the Saints.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He gets it left side of Johnson. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Carr to throw again.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Carr, he wants to change up the look here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, baby.
Now ETN to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because If you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Second down and inches. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 54 yards. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed.
We in for a fucking fight. We in for a fucking fight.
After the touchdown, here's Gooooo to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. And to throw again is Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up for the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Folasade Aluakin. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
This one caught by Ridley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. This is 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Into space at the 45 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here comes 2nd down. Carr. That's caught by Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing his Carr. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here. But they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. He's back to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
This ball intercepted.
Thank you.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Thank you.
The Saints are going to hang on.
GG.
Final play, they get to turn over to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere.
Let's fucking go, man. Thank you.
Touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody
Defense gonna, hey, defense win championships around this motherfucker. God damn. That wasn't no championship, but shit, hey. It felt like one.
So being at home, that can be a big deal
Hey.
because remember, They were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage.
Nigga, great. This was like a real life.
For them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Saints, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Boy. Boys, come back. Taste me. Great bar. read that. That was very big. You read that. I'm all on this doing numbers. My nigga blew a tackle. Yeah, get off me. Yeah, whatever. Got hit the truck by Trevor Lawrence. Great game, though. Derek Carr never failed me.